This is Diaspora Moments by Dion London.
Hi, everyone. Did you miss us? Because I did. And today we have Chola is back. Are you excited, Mr. Tintin? Chola is back.
Your favorite person is here.
I know, right?
She's not my favorite, so she's my podcast wife.
Oh, God.
So you guys, I'm watching you.
Podcast wife.
Those that have been putting under the comment, who is that girl? Who is that girl? She's my girl.
Oh, shit.
Shush. I'll catch you.
Yeah, that's
Let's
it.
go.
Let's go.
And Mr. Tintin is also in the building.
I'm in the building. Thank you.
You are finally back too.
You like my glasses?
Oh, I do. Just so people can see your eyes today.
I'm addicted to criminality.
Criminality.
So even when I'm indoor, I must wear my glasses.
Really? Okay. Oh. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Diaspora Moments. Don't forget to subscribe. We want the numbers to grow this channel.
Yeah.
But since you are back today, so I have a very naughty topic for you.
I like it.
You like naughtiness?
In naughtiness, I was created.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
My mother and father were doing the naughty, and I came. So
Are you
naughtiness-
sure they were naughty?
They better be. The way I am. I hope they weren't, because if they were, I wouldn't be able to exist.
Okay. So the topic that I have for you today is, why do women fake orgasm?
Eesh. The topic, I must rub my knee.
You rubbing where?
I'm rubbing my knee.
What has orgasm got to do with your knee?
Preparation.
Because this is a
What
tough
have you been doing
topic.
with your knees?
Me, I do it. Even if it was left to me, I can be rebirth
Hey,
and birth again.
hey.
I can even try that. Hey.
So tell
Okay,
me,
so
why are the women faking? Are they not faking it because they don't want to hurt you guys' pride?
100%.
that can be part of it.
That is it.
Well, that is 100% the reason.
But I'll tell you, girl, fake it till you make it.
What has faking it got to do with making? What are they making?
You're feeding my ego. I think I feed it anymore, then run away.
Hey,
Do you think I was going to sit here and tell you that they shouldn't fake it? Fake it, yeah, you make me happy.
No, but they have to tell you the truth so you can improve.
Yes.
You can't be
maybe
doing
maybe
that.
you are doing a terrible job.
Okay, so there's no such a thing as a terrible job.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
As long as the thing gets up and enter, he has done his job.
Oh, who
That's a
told you that?
lie.
But that's a lie, you.
Exactly. That's a lie. That is a lie.
That's a lie, you.
Hey.
Okay, but the thing about it too is like, the women that fake, I don't know how some men don't catch it.
How do you catch that?
There's a difference between oh God, and there's a big difference. There's a big difference when somebody is truly feeling what is going on.
But haven't you seen women really faking it? Like, you probably believe like it's real, but
To me, if you are ever fake it and we meet again, fake it again. Because you must feel that. Because if you don't fake it, that'll be the last day you enter my bed.
are you serious?
I'm 100%.
But that's why they lie.
Yes.
That was when I was younger. But now I'm older, because I don't want to get beat up when I get home. Now that I'm older, it's a different ball game.
Of the women faking it?
I
mean,
don't
are
want
they
you. No,
faking
it's a
it
different
to
currency.
get something from the man or what? Because I don't understand. Because at the end of the day, they are not being satisfied the way they should be. So why
when
would
I
they?
was okay, so like
Yeah, if
let
you
me put it
having
this
sex with
way.
somebody doesn't
When I
mean
was
it.
when I was
You better
younger,
fake it.
when I was younger, like 16, 17.
You're having sex at the age of 16, Mr. Tintin? You've been busy.
A double one. That was
You've
when
been
I
busy.
started. Did you hear me?
You said double one.
That was
11?
the first time. Nobody said say the age.
Sorry, because I had to do the maths. A double one.
Eh.
A double one. Okay, Mabinu, sorry. Oh, yeah. You were 16. You were not, sorry, 16.
You are below
You see?
age.
Below age. Age is nothing but a number.
How?
As long as the PP get PP, then it can do the
My
job.
God.
But it actually really changed when I hit
18.
No. It was about maybe 19.
Okay.
And that's
What
when
changed?
and it wasn't from porn because I didn't really like porn. I didn't whack off so much that my thing became so I never did porn thing again. I hate porn.
You don't like porn?
Man, before when I was younger, I used to whack off like crazy.
You stopped watching it?
I don't even like it anymore.
Why?
Why? Because sometimes I was sitting there one day and I was like, somebody is doing the ta 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 ta. Another man with this big gigantic
Mandingo.
and I'm sitting down here whacking off. What the hell is wrong with me? Looking for one to whack off to. From that day on, the thing that I found nasty is porn. I never watched it again.
You fought your desire with common sense.
And then not only that, it made me feel inferior.
Whenever you watch it,
Yes.
makes you
Why?
feel like you are terrible in bed?
No, because my wife says it's about 7 and maybe
It's about
1
what? Oh, the
inch.
size.
So
the size makes you feel inferior.
My girlfriend says it's about maybe 7.25, but I'm looking at these men, they're like 12 inches and
Wife
stuff.
and girlfriend. So you heard that one. You heard that.
Yeah, we had wife
I
and we
heard
had
you.
girlfriend.
Okay.
Debbie, I'm talking about my wife. My wife says 7.25. The girlfriend,
Before you
Cancel that.
Before you met your wife, the girlfriend said was 7 and what?
no, before I met my wife, it wasn't that big. It was even smaller.
How did it get big, Mr. Tintin?
I don't know what happened, but it seems like as time goes on, things became stiffer and longer. I don't know where it happened.
So now it's 7 inches
So
and
that
quarter.
means your wife.
No,
blessed you
because
then.
of my
That is
stomach.
above
Because of my
average.
stomach, it has gone down.
But 7 and
Now
quarter,
I'm like maybe 6'9" now. Or you even 6'5". I'm turning to a Chinese.
Oh God. Yeah, that's
Because
hey.
look, as you get older, the things start reducing. I don't know. I don't know whether it go into your stomach or it go into your legs. But guys, I'm telling you, you might be a stud at 16, 17. It will reduce.
But don't you walk on with men like in their late 40s and like it's
That's
big?
the reason what?
Yeah?
They're all drinking all those medicine. Touch me no more and all those other.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's like that.
But that one will give you a heart attack.
When you get older.
Because you know,
You are
as you
forcing the blood.
Look, so as you get older,
Oh,
right, you
that's
build
what
plaques
happens.
in your system, right? Or you get fatter, you build plaques. The way men, muscle man go in there is blood flow, right? So when you are 16, you don't have much plaques. You're living
Yeah.
this life for 60 years.
Yeah.
You can be stiff and hard and rock. If some people up to their 30, they still stiff and hard and rock. And when you start eating a little bit more meat, a little bit this, cholesterol start building, you start having women problem, wife problems, girlfriend problems, start shape problem of problems. you start building cholesterol, stress, da.
Yeah.
It builds in your arteries. So now, if it was free flow water, now you have become a small little stream. Right? So now your blood flow is not going through as much. That's why people take like Viagra, right? So what Viagra will do is it will force the blood into your extremities.
Okay.
And the most extremity is for some people, like mine is not the most extremity. I got a gut. But some people, your most extremity is not for men. Right? So it gets up, it forces that. So what if you force it, you take it force blood into your extremity and you have a plaque?
Okay.
It can break the plaque up. And the plaque will get into the bloodstream and the blood, it can go into the brain. And when the brain vessels are very, very small.
Yeah.
So when they block up and go up in the brain and there's plaques in your blood,
Yeah.
you get a stroke.
Gotcha.
But why is it that another man's mandigo makes you feel inferior?
My guy, have you, look, there's a difference. I saw this one guy. When I saw this one guy, never again did I ever say I watched porn. It was like, was he created by God or the devil? The God created himself.
Everything is created by God, so I mean,
No, this one is selective breeding.
how? How's that breathing?
The thing is as big as a French bread. I don't know how these women were taking it. I don't know. I don't think women know what they are talking about when they say they want 9 inches. Do you know how big 9 inch? Somebody please get me a ruler. We gonna do some. You know how big 9 inches?
Hey.
Go to Subway, get a 12-foot, right? Get a 12-foot sandwich and cut a quarter off. That
That's
is
it.
9 inches. This big.
Quarter, right?
Yeah.
Where do you want that thing to go? Poke your eye to? No, right?
Yeah.
And some people think when it's that big, that's why it turns women on. No,
So it's not
man.
about the size.
It's not about the size. That's why.
Yes, it
you know
is.
what? And
That matters. It matters.
Okay.
It matters. It matters.
I'm not a girl, but I don't know where you want the thing to be hitting your womb or
I mean, it
whatever
don't
it
gotta
is.
be
but
9, 10, 12, but size matters.
9, 10, and 12.
No, I said it doesn't
Where
have
you
to
coming
be.
from?
I said it doesn't have to, but size matters.
Guys, if
When-
you are less
when it's-
than 9, 10, and 12, don't even try to come. You are totally and automatically disqualified.
When it's 9, 10, so doesn't it push like the woman womb or something?
I think some women just wanted to put that. At this point, that's what I'm starting to believe. Some people wanted to just put their eye out from the inside.
Oh god.
Like, do you know what? Okay, so do you know what size this is?
What is that? What, I don't know the size of the Bible.
Okay, this is about, let's say, 8.
That's 8.
And what do you think this is? A 9?
I was gonna say like 6. I don't even know. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
Shut up.
Sorry, I don't know.
I'm dead though.
They didn't give me words, so I can't measure. I don't know.
I'm
I
dead
don't
though.
know.
This is a 6.
I don't know.
So you saying that?
What would 6 be then?
Do you know? Okay, this is a.
Oh, like
An
a
inch
full
is like this, right?
Like Subway
Rihanna,
bread.
if you are
says-
this is a
No,
problem.
you know
no,
Subway,
the same
Subway's
size.
bread.
It's-
Says it's
look at
very
the
short.
Subway.
Oh, that is true. Okay, that's a
6 is
good.
this way.
That's a good.
And you know something? Most men are about 6.
That's the average size.
I'm telling you, that's about the average size.
5.56 is the average.
That was an average size, right?
So anything above 7 going is
look, even
Abnormal.
6, 5, 6, 6. I don't know where you want it poking, but this is my thing, guys. This is what I've learned, and this is what one of my teachers taught me.
Okay.
She's no longer alive.
Okay.
So I will not say her name, and I will not say what's my mom's friend. None of that. Some people will say that, but that's none of that.
okay.
She was the one that really turned me into that.
A bad boy.
What
No,
to
there's
say?
more to sex than just smash and hit.
I mean, the smash and hit only happens when you just, you just want to
Hey.
smash and hit the girl and just go away.
And not only that, guys, you better get used to that dildo thing. You better let
That was-
Well, the dildo.
The dildo. Look, it don't get tired. So when you get tired, you just shove it in there.
Wait, what the heck are you talking
Look,
about?
let me tell you, men get tired.
Since
Dildos don't
when?
get tired.
This is new. Since when?
Don't let
When
them
do
fool
men get
you.
tired? Y'all say y'all need it. That's why y'all need 10 of us. So when
No,
do you get tired?
Look, okay, so let's say you ejaculate, it turns into noodles. It will turn into noodles. It will turn into noodles. Whether you have a mandingo, whether you have a
Why do you have to use noodles as
because that's why exactly what they turn into. It turn into noodles. It doesn't even get up anymore. You have to rest. Every man knows what I'm talking about, right? Some people will even try to force it and put it back in there. No, I don't do that. Nah, yeah, right. But whenever it takes so much out of us that when you ejaculate, the blood goes back to where it's supposed to come from, right?
Yeah.
You can't keep it there forever. And not only that, it's not even good for you. Because what happens
What is not good?
for it to stand for too long. Because what it does is it damages.
But then what happens to the women who say that they want you to last longer than for 1 hour?
That's where you go and get them advertising. Like
that?
the dildo thing that
The vibrator.
vibrator. You see, she has one.
Go ahead. Don't advertise nonsense
If
for me.
she
Abeg.
knows the name, she must have the deed.
Abeg,
And I
abeg.
think every woman should have one.
What, a dildo?
I can't pray dildo. I call it a hand.
You know,
when
some
you
women
turn it on.
actually don't like playing with themselves.
Me too.
Some
Yeah.
women,
I don't have one.
Some women hate it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make you love it, girl, because this thing is
Ah.
gonna go noodles.
No.
That's laziness.
Right.
No, okay, so now I'm done. The thing that's when noodle. What you want me? You
No,
are not
it's not
satisfied.
about you done, right? When you are in the act with the woman, you want to make sure that you satisfy the woman. The woman gets the orgasm, come, and then you come. Everybody's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Why do we need all those extra shit for?
okay, so you want the woman to look. There is different type of woman.
Okay.
Right. The more sexual partners and body counts that you have, the harder it is to please.
I understand it, but why would you as a man, be with a woman who has a lot of body counts?
Some men don't care.
Like we care.
So
Some men don't care.
don't care.
So
Some
that's
men
a
don't
choice
care.
that you
Some-
made.
Yeah.
So since you've made that choice,
Then stick with it.
stick with it and continue doing it.
And then you get the mechanic in. Even if you
No.
some people even use their hand, and it's still
What is
not
the hand
enough.
doing?
They do this. It's still not enough. Women, you cannot help. They need you need the act of God. So the only way God can help men
Is the dildo.
is the.
But I thought that like a lot of men are also complaining about the dildo.
They don't know how to use it.
We're
It's not
complaining
about
why.
them using it because they feel like, because you know how dildos don't get tired, right?
That's where
The
it
men
is.
does. So then a lot of women now comparing the strength and the feeling of what they get from the man to the vibrator.
If
No, I
you
didn't know
can't
that.
beat
That's a
them,
lot of
Yeah.
you join them.
there you go.
Where you say you joined them.
If you can't beat it,
You are joining the dildo.
You join the dude to make it part of your team.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Me, the people that I'm with, they hate it. But if they did, I'll go to the store and buy the biggest one they can
For
get.
me, I just felt like if your man is doing such a good job, you don't need all that.
But
I
the
don't
thing
feel
is,
like you
as you
need
saying
that.
that, as you were saying, right?
Well, some girls
I've
like
met
it.
women that it's like I've heard of some women you just blow in their ears and then they just like
Yeah.
they everywhere, right? It's very easy to please them, right? And I've met women that just want to be pleased, like please them one time.
And that's
they're
it.
good with the night.
Yeah.
Don't touch me again. That was just enough. I've seen my God. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Right.
And I've read those. You can please them and please them and please them.
They're
They'll say,
delilahs.
honey.
But a
at
lot
2
of
o'clock
those
in the
women,
morning.
though, and men are the same too. They had some type of sexual abuse when they were younger, though, to be honest.
Is that so?
No, honestly, like not well. If they consider it sexual abuse, that's on them. But you know, like they had
So, can
sex
a man-
very,
can a man
very
be
like,
sexually
and they were
abused?
probably groomed, like most
Yes.
likely.
Can a man be sexually abused by a woman?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, where is mine?
Why do you want to be sexually abused?
Like what kind of
You
human
don't,
is
you don't
this?
even have to tell me. I'll come and surrender myself.
But listen, a lot of the men,
Right?
Michael, a lot of the men that are sexually abused, it's not because they are older, it's when they are young.
Yes, when they're young, they're groomed.
When they can control anything, then they get abused. Like R. Kelly is one of them.
And so what did R. Kelly do?
And that is the end result of what you're saying.
you see?
That because he was smashing other girls. He
He was doing more than smashing.
He was doing way more than
Okay,
that.
this is my thing.
Nobody goes to jail for just doing regular smashing.
As long as you don't go through the number two. The number two, I don't. That's when the line is gone. The line is run there. We are done.
But a lot of
Right?
men like it now.
They do?
Yeah.
No,
Hey.
what?
Yes.
What's it?
They want to go to the number two.
Wait, like it from who?
Women, let me tell you
Like
something.
there are women doing that to them, or the man or man?
I will state this.
They do it to the women.
I will state this
Oh,
categorically
do it to the
and
woman. I
fact.
thought you meant a man taking it.
No.
Okay.
Ladies.
But the ones taking, they are the gay ones. We're
Man.
talking about the gay one. We're
No.
talking about
No, I've heard.
heterosexual.
I know. Is it Gabrielle Union? Her husband. They were saying that he likes when she penetrates him.
How does a woman
Well, how the
penetrate
hell
a
did
woman?
you have a
Strap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't it why they
How
say
you
he's
think
gay?
that's-
Why doesn't she just go get a mortar?
Oh my god.
That's the reason why people, that's what I also heard that he's, that's why
that
people
they say he's gay. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you women this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stick
A lot of the Hollywood men are gay anyway, so.
If your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other tells you they want to enter number 2. Pack your things.
But a lot of
Because
women
let me
are
tell you
staying and
something.
taking
A lot of
it.
people, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Especially
They are gay in there. They don't want to come out. They don't want to tell. They're not comfortable with who they truly are.
They don't want to come out from the closet.
They don't want to come out from the closet, which is a shame.
So they're using you
Because
as an
if you're in the
excuse.
closet, come out.
That is so.
What about the women that
traumatizing.
also prefer that side also? Because some women like it. You've been watching porn, so I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I told you I don't watch porn anymore.
When
After
you
that
stop
man
watching
scared me.
it. Before you stop watching it.
I looked at it, I look at man, I look at you, I look at man, I look at her, I was like, God damn it. I'm like, I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm like, who is his father? Who is this guy's father? We need to rewind the tape back so he can go meet my mother because
This
this
guy, yeah, no
You are terrible.
serious. We didn't even answer. You didn't even anscer the question.
Yes, he has it.
Why women?
He
fake
has it.
orgasm?
He still has it.
I was
Answer
gonna
that.
say,
I don't want
he
to-
has it.
Look, at the end of the day, women fake orgasm. Number one, either they haven't played with themselves enough, so they don't know what orgasm
Well, that's
really,
a good
really
point
is.
though, because some women actually don't
Look,
have orgasms naturally. So that was actually a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. But when someone that is a virgin, what about someone that is a virgin? They've never experienced it before. Like, they have no
That's even
idea what,
better.
but they have no idea how
Orgasm
no,
is,
them,
yeah.
those virgins, if you're a guy and you're not careful, they will kill you.
the virgin.
Hey,
How?
Wow.
I won't mention it. Why they almost broke my neck?
Who?
Who? You think I'm gonna tell you who?
What happened?
A virgin broke your neck.
She
How?
almost broke my neck. She
But
almost
they
twist
have
off
no
my neck.
idea what the whole thing is. So how they break your
Why?
neck?
Because she don't know how to control herself. When
The
it
first
first
time?
happened, yes. Right?
I thought the first time is so painful. So how they controlling? What are they
you
controlling?
think I'm just gonna come and stick it in there? You know, you go there, you know, if you other things.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that she go crazy. She closed her leg off and she twisted it like we're in WWF. I almost broke my neck.
Oh, that's what you're talking.
You know, by the time she was down, I tasted a little bit of pee. My eye was bulging out. Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know how people like those things, but I don't like changing my sheets every time, every day. Like,
I heard spiritual is a good thing.
What is a good thing?
I would
That
think,
says you change your sheet
Oh, really?
why it says
Why?
demons
What's the
are gonna
meaning?
come in there.
because the sperm of a man attracts demons,
Well, let them come.
and since there's demon everywhere around,
Now, this is the
from
thing.
a spiritual practice.
You can spiritually.
That's the
practice
reason
anything
why
you
they
want.
say that after sex you need to shower, right? You need to shower off. You bath with salt water, and then if in case you come and there's the sperm on the sheet, you need to change the sheet.
Okay, so what about people that swallow it? They need to go drink salt
They need to
water
drink salt water.
You are cleansing yourself spiritually.
All you guys, all you girls,
I can see 100 demons around
all
you.
you girls, all you
That's why I
girls,
say you need
right?
to come to church.
All you girls, right?
Let's do deliverance. Hey.
All you girls, right? You better go to the sea water.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
In Africa, in Ghana, right? Why is it that some of the musicians, when they go to jail and they come out, they go to the sea and bath with salt water? Why do you think they were doing that?
It's nonsense.
It's for cleansing.
Cleansing what?
Spiritual cleansing. You are cleansing yourself.
That's what I'm saying. The girls that they better
As far as the whole semen thing touches the sheet that you'll be sleeping on every day, you need to change the sheet.
No, you know what? When I say that, it's everywhere. It's not for me.
No, I'm not saying it's from you. I'm just
Some
saying
people have
that
water hose.
regardless of God. I'm just saying that regardless of what kind of act you are in there, if the semen from you or the whatever that the woman has
Who created the semen?
is God.
So,
No,
when
but
The
I was
same
gonna ask a
God,
question.
the
Even when
same
you're-
God created demons too.
so that means God created semen
And created demons.
This is one thing.
And created demons too.
God created semen.
Uh-huh.
He created demons.
Uh-huh.
Demon like semen. Who fault is it?
Eish.
What has this got to do with God?
Now, if the car is broken, go back to the manufacturer. So if your
What?
demons like my semen, then there's something wrong with the demons.
There's something wrong with God.
Make a new one.
Oh, good.
I am done with you.
Look, if you make a car and the car is a lemon, right? Whose fault is this?
I'm telling you.
It's the manufacturer.
From now on, from now on, when you engage any sexual activity with your wife, and your semen touches on your sheet, change it.
So when you say change it,
You
a
think,
brand new one.
Brand new bed sheet.
So if you are a couple that has sex every night, every other night, you have to.
You have to change it.
Jesus.
She better wrap it around herself because
What?
that means we better go back to the manufacturer and tell the manufacturer
What
that
has the manufacturer then? It's a good spiritual practice. I'm just saying.
if you buy a brand new car and then there is an engine leak, who do you take it back to?
To the mechanic.
No, you take it to the mechanic because you don't. Yeah, the mechanic. Your point is not going to go
mechanic-
nowhere.
The mechanic.
Why are you going to the
Mechanic.
manufacturer?
Exactly.
Why?
It's
When
the
the mechanic can
mechanic.
fix it.
No,
Exactly.
because do you know the lemon law? Do you know what the lemon law is?
What is that?
I used to sell cars, right? Everybody that's a car seller is a thief, right? Oh. Because if you can lie better than a car seller or an insurance,
They are sales
seller,
agent. They're supposed to lie and
yes,
they sales.
and we are very good at it. But there's a law that came up that said it's called the lemon law. If let's say I go to the dealership right now and I buy a brand new car, I took it home and then the engine blew out. Let's say the first month, right? I come to the dealership, let them know that the engine blew out. I've barely driven the car. So the lemon law requires the manufacturer to either
That's
fully finish your
it's
car.
part of the manufacturer warranty.
Yes.
So what if you've been driving it for a year? You still take it to the manufacturer? No.
Yes, because the
How?
manufacturer.
No.
Well, I'll
But
take
a
it-
mechanic can fix it.
but
Right.
who satisfied the mechanic?
Who is satisfying the mechanic? Who?
Who taught the mechanic how to fix the car? If I make a car right now, don't my own people have to teach the mechanic how to fix the car?
Are you saying that all the mechanics are over there? So people that are fixing Tesla stuff, right? They went and learned from Tesla.
So that's why the Tesla have a playbook of how to fix it.
I
If
get
you
what you were
divert from
saying.
the playbook-
I get what you were saying.
That's
You just
it.
want to blame God for
Yeah.
your own thing that you can fix.
Look, I'm telling you, all my inequalities
God,
are
what did
blamed
God
on
do to you? Is what me I want to know. That's the question that we have for you. What did He
This
do
is
to you?
the
Why
thing.
are you vexed?
People-
Why are you
people
vexed with
think-
God? What happened?
People think I'm vexed with God, but they don't really. They need to sit down and really
And really,
analyze what I'm saying.
what are we analyzing?
I'm
Tell
giving
me.
all glory to God.
You have to
My good,
understand,
my bad, and my
but
ugly.
you see, you can't
Because he
blame
created
God.
me.
You can't blame God for everything because on this
Exactly.
planet
So then who
we
should I
have our
blame?
own will.
Yourself.
He has given us our own will.
Right.
He has given us our own will.
Why will?
If God has not given us our own will, like if you sin one, you'll be dead by now.
God has given
Simple.
who will.
You and I, we have our own will too. That's what you want. That's why you and I we do whatever we want.
Yeah.
What is binding you and I is the law of the world.
Right.
Okay,
So
now
we
let
live
me
in
ask you
America. So what is binding us is the American law, right? So those people
Who
that
created the American law?
it don't.
It doesn't matter.
God didn't create American law.
Exactly.
American
Who
law
created-
is
who
created
made the
by
American law?
it's created by people. It's created by people on the planet.
And who created the people?
You that you gave birth to your children, if God forbid, if they decided to do what you did not raise them to do,
You know
would
whose fault it is?
Whose
it
fault
not
is that?
their
It's
fault?
my fault.
It's
And then
not.
when you come and ask me, I say it's God's fault.
Oh God, we're done. I'm done with you.
Next topic.
Back to topic.
Because I was gonna say, what?
Back to topic.
This
So, like,
guy,
Look,
no.
my children.
No, I am done with
No,
you. I'm done with him.
no.
So I should blame to get to the manufacturer.
Yes, dear.
Let's talk.
Uh-huh.
Why are the women faking orgasms?
I think I will take the first answer. I'll take his, which is some women.
he hasn't said
I forgot
anything.
No.
there was one thing that he said. I forgot the percentage, but I have heard it before that a majority of women actually don't experience a climax. Like
Yeah.
they don't.
Have you done it before?
And do you know the funny
you
thing,
so
right?
okay, Sha? Are you-
and do you know the funny thing? See how you
Yeah, the way
said
you
you see
did
how
this.
you said majority of women.
Yes.
They've not experienced climax before. And then instead of this man doing their utmost best to make sure that they satisfy their wife,
Right.
they're over there cheating.
But then,
What is the sense in this?
But-
you can't even satisfy your own one wife by over there sleeping with plain things.
But it's crazy though because
Do you
some
eat the
men
same
will
food
say
every day?
Oh,
some men will say that
Do
they
you eat
cheat
the
because
same
the
food?
girl that they're cheating with has the orgasm or has those climaxes, which she could be lying. But then the wife at home is more stiff, which she's
It's
probably
not that
telling.
she's more stiff.
What is it?
If you sleep next to this woman for 30 years, right?
Okay, don't say
My
anything.
friend,
No, your wife
let
is
me-
watching. No,
No.
What's the problem?
Let him say it, because then
If
I'm
I
going
get-
to turn
if
it
I-
and say
if I-
something.
if I get a divorce-
If you sleep
What?
with the same woman for 10 years,
for 10 years,
Uh-huh.
15 years, 20 years, 30 years, right? It's like you say that you are eating rice.
but
the whole
the same way you feel, you don't think the woman is also feeling the same thing?
No,
Ah,
life is not fair.
That's what
I keep telling you,
You are
that life is
delusional.
not
You are very
fair.
delusional.
But
the fact that
of
women
course I'm delusional.
the fact that
I
women
never
don't
said I
talk
wasn't
about the fact
delusional.
that the women don't talk about it does not mean that they don't feel the same way
Which
you
is
feel.
true, which is 100% true.
Yes.
But I'm delusional.
Well, let me answer part.
then you will not
second-
make it
second
this
answer
world.
here
You're not
for
delusional.
Mr. Ego over here. The reason why some women fake orgasms is so
It's
that
for
your
guys like
feelings exactly
Don't
don't
get
get
hurt.
hurt. Because you got high shoulders.
Since
You
you're
got high
already feeling
shoulders.
inferior when you saw
Exactly.
when you saw 9 inches.
Yes. Let me tell you this. I will tell you, if you don't feed my ego, I will be hurt. And when I'm hurt, I'm a not really very nice person. So if you want me to be a very nice person, I'd rather take the fake, feed my ego, nice, fake, feed my ego, nice, fake,
rather
nice
take that.
triangle.
Oh gosh.
Right?
So being with you, I have to fake it.
Even if you have to fake it for 30 years, you better fake it for 30 years.
God forbid.
Because if you don't fake it for
the person that you that you're talking rice every day for 10 years, so she should be eating rice, but not just rice, spoilt rice, and she should keep quiet for 10 years.
you can eat rotten
What rubbish
rice
is
for all
that?
I care. You can eat rotten
When
rice
I
for
say
all I
men can
care.
be selfish. Selfish.
Of course we are selfish. God created us alone. Then created woman
God
later
alone.
on.
Leave
Don't
God
ever
alone.
say that.
He
Exactly.
created
Leave
us
God
alone.
I
alone. Leave
forbid
it alone.
you for saying that God created you alone. Who told you? Who
Did
told you
God
that?
create men and women at the same time?
Who told you that? Where did you get that from?
Oh, what, in the Bible?
The one that you don't
which
believe.
book?
The one that you don't believe.
I will use the law that I don't believe.
So
Who
the
said
one
I
that you don't believe.
I need
You
that
don't
in
believe
the
in
He
that.
Bible.
just said I will use the law that I don't believe.
I don't believe.
To
Why are you
judge
contradicting your own
and
destiny?
to judge the believers, you must use the thing that they believe to judge the same
Hey.
people that believe it.
Okay, how about you just leave us?
Let me
Leave
ask
us
you
to
I don't
something.
believe the Bible.
Hold on.
Don't read it if you don't want to read it. But
I
if you
don't,
want to
don't
read
say
it,
that I don't
Like
believe in the Bible.
You see how you were talking about the
In the
manufacturer,
beginning,
right?
God created man.
You hold on. You see how you were talking about
The
manufacturing.
day God
Hold
created
on.
man, he made us selfish.
Please, let even
Super
go there.
ego.
You see how you were talking about manufacturing, right? Okay. Before Tesla started building the whole Tesla, I'm sure they already have a copy. How do we call it? A photocopy of what the car should look like. There's a word for it.
A prototype.
A prototype.
Oh, okay.
So when God said that, when God created a man, and God was
My
about to
spirit
create
knows where
a
you're
woman,
going.
how did He create the woman if there wasn't one before?
Okay, so now let me tell you this. God created the animals, right? And there were two. He created them two. And God saw the animals doing the hibbity-dibbity. Man saw the animals doing the hibbity-dibbity. And then man was using his hand.
No,
He better have been using
no,
something.
You can prove that.
Right? I can't prove that. That's fine. That we can prove anything in the Bible.
Mr.
That's the reason you shouldn't use the
Mr.
Bible
Tintin.
to make your justification from the first place.
Okay,
You can
but
say
we
that
keep going.
men were the first. You can say that.
But
it's
the
not
thing
proven.
is, you can see it in plain.
Because the same book so the Bible talks about how
I'm not saying that it's
Adam
right to-
is the first man that God created, right? Okay. But then there's other book that also said that there used to be another woman called Lilith.
Hey,
Yes, Lilith.
Lilith.
Before Eve was there. So who was
I know the
Lilith?
story.
Okay, so at what
So-
time did Lilith came into the picture? Before
So
Eve.
let's put it this
So
way.
that means that before Eve came in, Lilith was there. And Lilith is a woman. So you can say that.
Do you
Yeah.
know the
You
only
can say
man?
that.
He don't know what he's
Do
talking
you know
about.
the only?
He just wants to
listen,
argue.
Listen,
He
listen,
wants to
listen.
argue.
Go and read-
Listen
go
to
and
this.
You
read
don't have
books.
facts.
I know
You
about
want
the
to
Lilith.
argue.
I know about the Lilith story, right? And eventually, Lilith didn't want to succumb to Adam, so
That
she
means
got
that
cursed.
God didn't create y'all men first.
So let me put it this way.
If Lilith is in the picture,
See, do you know why
you
God
guys have
created
been,
man
you
alone?
guys,
I'm not-
God didn't
I'm
create
not
man
putting-
alone.
Mr. Tintin,
But
do you
just
yourself?
listen
Do you
to-
know
let me-
why?
let me
Because you
finish
don't
mine.
know why.
No, let me finish
Because
this.
the God you
Let me
are
finish
talking
this.
about, we don't know that
See,
one. No,
See,
we
the
don't
thing
know
about
that God.
women, right? The thing about women, it's not that I'm putting women down or anything. No, Women are on a different level than men.
And what
When I'm talking like a man, but people don't think that, oh, because I'm saying this about a man is the counter for a woman, right? That's not what I mean. Because think about this. You could take a 13-year-old girl, and we've seen in Africa, we've seen in different places, right? A 13-year-old girl, a 14-year-old girl, which is not right, a 15-year-old girl, even an 18, right, can easily run a house. Can easily have a husband, have 3 kids, 4 kids, and run the house and let the house be very well run. Okay, take a 14, 15-year-old guy, right, and tell them to go run a house. It's a disaster. You get what I'm saying? So it's not the same playing field. When I talk about men and I say man this, man that, people would think that because I said man this, man that is the opposite for a woman. No, when I'm talking about woman, I'll talk about her in a whole different perspective. Like, you cannot compare men and women. It doesn't even...
You said we cannot compare man and woman.
No, they're two different beasts.
Okay, then leave God alone.
Nah, I can't leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Because you are talking man and woman.
It must always fall on somebody.
Do you have Netflix?
Yeah, I do. But I don't watch it.
So there's a show on Netflix called Lucifer. Go and watch it.
Oh, I like Lucifer. I like the way he... I really like
This
Lucifer.
guy, it would be like say we have to take him to church. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I go to church every Sunday.
You know,
I sit at the back.
we need
No,
deliverance
they made him
pastor.
sit at the back.
Nobody can make me sit at the
Because of
back.
his behavior, they made him
Oh,
sit at the
really?
back.
Nobody
Yes.
made me sit at the back. Oh. Nobody
His
put
bad
baby in
behavior,
the
so
back.
he sit at the back.
Nobody put baby in the back.
Hey.
So this is the thing. So like when
No,
it
Shola
comes
is
to
not
talking
done.
about woman,
Shola is
Thank
not
you.
done.
go ahead, Shola.
Thank you
I'm
so
listening.
much.
We are talking about ego.
Reason number one, a lot of women don't experience climax. So of course you fake it. And I think they fake it for themselves because of course you don't want that embarrassment. And then 2, of course, for the guy. Those stats. Let me land first before. Second reason I believe is because if you're dating somebody, or maybe it could even be a one-night stand, and you're somebody that's very sensitive to people's feelings, you don't probably want to make the person feel bad, so you have to fake it, right? I think those are the main 2 reasons. If women are faking it for other reasons, I'm scared of you a little bit because that's a lot of work.
Maybe like, especially when the man is like a sugar daddy, very rich.
Oh, that is yes. If you giving 2 million, 3 billion, and I don't gotta work, we're gonna fake it. We're gonna fake it.
Shala brought an idea. What she was saying just drew an idea. What if it all start from the beginning?
Beginning of what?
And beginning of every man and woman's
Here we
lives,
go.
right? Because think about this as a guy, right?
Sure.
The day that you know that, like my son, he's 6 years old now, and you keep looking at his pee and keep touching his pee, right? And then you just hold it, and then you keep pushing it because I guess it's sensitive and right. Sometimes I see Jack, I'm like, yo, what is this? Then he play with himself, like in front of all of us. Right, and it's normal for
He just
guys.
puts his business out there like that.
And he'll be older, and I'll still say it. I wish he watched this when he get older. I will embarrass him.
Hey.
But guess what? I have a daughter, and I've never ever seen my daughter do such a thing. I've never even seen my daughter touch herself. Or I've never seen my daughter, even like when she take off her diaper, she doesn't want, unless it's her mom, she doesn't even want me around. Right? But the guy, my son, he walks out, you can barely get him to put his pants on when he's in the house. So can you from the beginning, that even from the beginning, women are just shy of their bodies and men because we have kept on making sex as a pleaser for man? It have gotten into our subconscious. That's why, like, I look at my son and I, his little thing go thing, and I'm like, what the hell are you? What you been watching, boy? But then I asked my wife. Last time I asked my wife, I'm like, do we have to take him to the hospital or something? She was like, no, every boy does that.
I think driving it back to the whole orgasm thing. Then this is my, I guess, theory or whatever. I honestly think that sex in itself, especially in this generation, but for a very long time, has been like a lot of things that probably shouldn't be normal is what we've hyper fixated on. So everybody wants to experience it or I don't think, for example, a woman coming, not saying that women don't, but I genuinely don't think that was a thing. Does that make sense? Like even when people talk about, she's Rivers or whatever, she's peeing or whatever the case may be, they consider that to be cum or whatever the case may be. But if you're talking literally, that's pee. Right? But we hyper fixate. So it's almost like you think that you peeing during sex is you coming. So that's what you're pushing for when you're having sex. You don't do that. Now you feel like, okay, I'm not satisfying him and something is wrong with me. Does that make sense? It's almost like going back to what you were saying about men and how they get older. Once you've reached, I don't know, like maybe 30,
Like
40, 50, to expect a man to still be up for that long, to be honest, it's not normal. But because we've hyper fixated on how long you last and how big you are, men are going to go take medication. They're going to go and do all these things so that they can fit that norm. But I think a lot of things that we consider normal are not actually, it's not supposed to be normal. I think majority of women don't come and that's the norm. But because society has made it seem like it's not. Now everybody thinks that something is wrong with them, and I don't think that's the case.
Can it also be that a lot of women are not coming, not having orgasm because of the way that? Because one thing about sex, I learned as I got older is sex don't start from the bedroom. Sex can even start from a week ago. Sex can start from a day ago.
Yeah.
Right? It's unlike men, whereby we look at a woman's body, we become, bootylicious, bang, we come in, right? But if a woman, and I've seen a couple women that if they have any kind of stresses, right? They have, let's say, financial stress. Let's say she's at work, she's stressing. There is something going on up here. It seems like it doesn't translate. When it's blocked up here and she have her stresses, she can't really enjoy the sex because she have all these stresses in her head, right? Unlike men, where we can have stresses and we can still force ourselves for Mr. PP. Even in men nowadays, when we have stresses, certain stresses, unless some people take medicine or you can really block it out, right, you're going to go limp, right? Because, look, if you're not paying the bills, I don't know how people are not paying the bills saying, look, Mr. Jack gets up. Me, if I can't pay my bills, Mr. Jack don't come up, right? Because now I have these stresses that I'm thinking about.
So when you're stressed, Mr. Jack is like,
oh, Mr. Jack won't come up.
He keeps like staying asleep.
He stay asleep. Okay. You can even beat it with a stick. He will stay asleep.
Really?
Because I'm thinking about those bills. I'm thinking about this and that and that and that, and because there's so much stresses. And then at that point, even if I force him to get up, you will not enjoy it.
And I wanted to
because
add,
I will not put my whole in it because I still have this thing at
that
the
you're
back of
thinking
my
about.
mind. What if it's the exact same thing for most women?
I don't know.
They could even be with the
stress.
person that maybe the person that they with. They not even like him. Maybe it's not the person that even want to be with.
That's a good point too.
How do you orgasm if you let's
When
say
you're doing it with someone that you don't love or like or attracted
I know
to.
somebody.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
And then you with this 60-year-old man that have to take like 4 Viagras.
What I was gonna add though, I think with women too, what makes us slightly different from men that I would agree with is, one, I think it takes longer for us to get there. So naturally speaking, unless you having sex with somebody that really is commando, you're probably not gonna have it, so you have to pretend. Then two, I think with women, we actually have to like you to really really be relaxed and released and free. But with men, it's a natural thing. They can, like he says, they could put their thing in anything and they'll come, right? Whether it takes long, whether it doesn't take long, that's how they were created, right? But with us women, I think it takes longer. And I think for some women who have not explored their bodies, whether you play with yourself or not, or you're not confident with yourself, or you're probably not or let's say, for example, you're not with a man that's willing to also teach you. There's just a lot of things that you don't know. So you're coming into this thing with ignorance, not understanding that maybe for you as a woman, you just take longer. So if you're with a man, he's going to have to understand it and probably do like the whole foreplay thing a little bit longer. Find a way to work out the thing for you guys. Then there's some women who it's quicker for them. For whatever reason, you people shop,
Hey,
right?
The new ones, he's always quicker to they get enough, then he becomes.
Then the other ones, I think for some women, they're very almost like how you did the comparison between your son and your daughter. Your daughter probably has already learned in some way, shape, or form, maybe unconsciously, how to be more reserved. So women like that have to like their man. They're not going to just give their body to just anybody.
But not even like their man. Because one thing I've seen, and I've talked to a couple of people, and it's not like even liking their man. Because somebody might like their man, right? Unlike me, if you with me, I've never, you don't have no choice but to like your body, because the things I would say about your body, and a lot of it are lies, but I will boost your hair so much.
Lying?
Because I boost your hair so much that you think you Beyonce, because I want you to do some Beyonce things when we get in bed.
Jesus.
Right? To the point that I would force so much of these things. Me, my wife, like, she thinks she better than Beyonce. She is. Right? It's because of the way I talk about her. But some women are very self-conscious. I've met some women that would, even while you're in bed with them, they still wrap up.
Yeah.
So at that point, if you're not,
there's some women that I've literally heard they will
shy
ask
of their body.
They will ask the man to actually like let's say the whole foreplay thing is going on. Literally stop it and ask the man to turn off the light because they're ashamed of their body. Some women,
people, Me, I like disco.
They like to have sex in the dark.
In the dark, because
like
they don't want the man to see their body.
What is wrong with their body?
Me, I want to
Some
see the
women
VV.
don't
I want to
think that they
draw
look
it.
good.
Me, I would draw it and show you in the morning. That's it. Before and after pictures, right? You see, like the way you laughing. If you cannot get your woman to laugh like that, to be free, to know that, hey, there is nothing. Like me, my wife knows that there is nothing that cannot come out of this mouth.
But a lot of men don't have the patience to boost their women's ego like that.
They don't.
They don't
have to.
They don't.
They don't have time. They have time to cheat.
Right.
How do you cheat if you can't do that?
But
you
don't know.
look at the women that they're
It's
cheating
happening.
with. Yeah.
It's happening.
The women that they're
That's the
cheating
reality.
with.
And then, so then, if you can do that with your wife, I'm pretty sure that if you're with some girlfriend, you probably like it in the beginning, but eventually you'll turn into a wife. The same situation.
Yeah, they leave and go to the next one. They're doing it.
You can do that, but at the end of the day, how many do you want? Right? At the end of the day, you're still not skillful. Right? And then, if you're not careful, you're going to have Mr. Jovia. Not me, another Mr. Jovia. Meet your wife. And all of a sudden, your wife is giving you divorce paper and want to take the house and the car. Right? And then you be like, where the hell did Tyrone come from? Hell, Tyrone was always there, right? You were Tyrone, but you didn't act like Tyrone. And now there's another Tyrone that's going to take your hard-earned money because you didn't act like Tyrone, right? So now it's better for you to learn how to make your woman feel very comfortable. I want my woman, I don't care how she look. I want her to think that she's the baddest thing on earth. And I'm gonna tell you you're the baddest thing on earth. Matter of fact, I'm gonna compare you to another. I'm like, hey, you see that girl? She ain't got. Look at her. She thinks she got some. She don't know what you packing. Girl, go show her what you packing.
I'll crack it up.
You see what I'm saying? It's so easy. I don't know how men don't do it.
I was gonna take a statement that he made earlier when he was talking about how, as a man, when it comes to just sexual pleasure, he has the desire to please his woman. So for me, I always used to say this thing where I said that there are three types. Three different types of men and women as well. You have men who go into sex and what pleases them is completely pleasing the woman, right? Then you have the second type of man where it's a two-way street. So I'm here to please you, but I'm also focused on what you're going to do to please me. Then you have men and or women who are going into this thing for themselves.
Right.
So the first groups of people that I'm talking about is very rare to have a man that is going into sex to completely please you and that pleases him. Because we don't have a lot of that.
That's the fun part.
Because we don't have a lot of that, a lot of women don't, honestly speaking, get that opportunity to know themselves. They're most likely stuck with someone that just wants to get off. So it's like, as a woman, it was so crazy. I've heard a story of somebody that was almost in her 40s, and she said she's never had an orgasm.
Wow.
And she said that, I'm paraphrasing, but one of the embarrassing things is that she doesn't know herself. So, and I think, honestly speaking, unless she go play with herself, I think.
And not only that, right?
I think it's the men
can
that
see
she's
it, but
been
women,
with.
they got to get a mirror, see that shaving out, see how it look, what that have. It's a lot of work for women to kind of.
Yeah,
look
let
at
me tell
that
you,
thing,
everything
right?
is a lot of work for women.
It
Yeah.
seems like it. Everything is a lot of work for women.
So you
And
guys
that's
should give
why
us peace of mind.
Thank
please.
you. That's all we have.
Peace.
I want peace.
You want trouble.
No.
You want problems.
No.
Because guess what? If you want peace, you see, there's one thing about women, right? They will see crazy, not like me, like crazy guys, right? And then they will see the nice gentleman that don't talk to nobody, wear his glasses. Yeah, He's like, honey, can I hold your hand? And then they don't want that.
Don't put
and
us on the spot like that.
Look. I'm sitting
I
down
want
there.
that one.
Look,
You
I be
never wanted the bad boy?
oh my God, I be sitting on the
snap.
sideline, right? And sometimes I see that, I'm like, please take that boy. Please don't take him.
Really?
He's gonna be like, he's like me.
I like peace of mind.
But you see me, I like.
We won't give you peace of mind. We give you trouble.
I like peace of mind. Like I don't want to talk too much. I'm not the
Yeah.
type of person.
I'll
That's
talk
how I
you after
am.
you talk.
And so me, right? When you're doing stuff and I'm talking about it,
Yeah.
believe you are still in the game. Because me, when I stop talking,
That's it. That's
If you stop
it.
that thing changes my mind.
Hey, God.
Even if you bring Jesus Christ,
You are that type of that type. Those type.
that is the reason why.
Very,
If I'm complaining,
Yeah.
you better love that I'm complaining.
Right.
If I'm complaining, you are in the game.
Yes, yeah.
But immediately you stop
I'm
complaining.
telling
the
you
end of
that
it.
I'm telling you stop it, but you are still in the game. If I stop complaining and I'm quiet,
That's it. Hey.
Hey, me, I can't stand quiet too. That is my weakest point. Like if you are ever quiet, I will never come around you again.
That's
And it's exact same thing. It's exact same thing
no,
when in
me being
bed.
quiet and come, it means that I'm checked out.
That's what
Yeah,
I said.
and
That's
it
the goal
scares
now.
me.
Like mentally, I'm already checked out.
Right.
It
And
means
it
that
scares me,
even
I
when you
would-
are passing, I'm not even looking at
Looking
you.
at you,
Like,
right?
Because at that moment, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
When they get to that point, I'm out. When I see that, I gotta go. Because at that point, if a woman is not talking to you, like if my thing is, if I can't make you laugh anymore, then why am I around you?
The laughing is good.
Not
Right?
the problem.
But in the midst of you laughing, don't do the shenanigans.
Right.
And that is
Don't
what the
cause
women don't
problems.
want.
Exactly, right? You don't want that side.
No,
chicks and
we
all
don't-
that. Yeah, that's bad.
No
That's not
woman,
good.
no wife. No wife wants side
There you
chicks.
go. No wife on the side chick.
No wife
Don't
on
say no
side
woman,
chick.
no, just no wife.
Yes, no wives.
Because a lot of
want
women
side
will never
chicks.
become wives.
Hey.
Anyways, that's it for another topic, right?
A lot of women will never be white.
Hey.
Wives.
Hey.
Today day and age. Look,
The
So-
question.
so you won't wife them, but you will sleep with them.
that's what they want nowadays.
Who wants?
Hey, a lot of these women.
Whose fault
Look,
is it? You always ask
there's
me,
women
whose
that
whose
see-
fault is it, Mr. Tintin? You always want to know whose fault. Abi, this one answer. Whose fault is it that they don't want to be married anymore? Whose fault? Whose
The
fault?
woman don't want to be married.
Yes.
Whose fault is it?
Yes.
That's what I want to know now.
Okay, you have just made the man's dream come true. If you don't want to marry anymore,
Hey,
you have
you
just
answer
made
my
the
question.
dream come true.
Oga,
Because guess
Oga,
what?
we know they talk
Because guess
dreams.
what?
Why is it that?
We're not
why
talking
is it that
dreams.
when a man and a woman divorce, the women don't want to get married anymore, but the man does? Why?
Okay, because guess what?
Why?
Women,
Because they are exhausted. With you
Exactly.
people.
no, it's not being exhausted.
Oh.
See, you can't
Hey.
compare men with women, no.
You're not
See?
getting the point. If a woman is not exhausted by you guys and your shenanigans, why? How come she doesn't want to get married again?
But you that you want to
Because the
continue
next
to cause
person is-
problems. That's why
Like
you're
you-
married,
No,
married,
because you-
married.
The next
Exactly.
You want
person
to
you go
continue to
get-
cause problems.
If I was Senagi get X, the next person go get is S squared. I always say this: there's no better man in the world than I am.
But
because
that's
the
what
next
I'm
one you
saying,
get.
that the women don't want to get married anymore because they're already exhausted.
And then-
But you
exact-
guys move forward.
So then let's become a Roman sister or something. Because at this stage, most men are ex. And then the ones that are coming, right? At first we thought millenniums or generation, this was
Are
bad.
they good men?
Now the ones that are coming,
Is
the
there
ones,
any generation that had better men?
none. Unless you go to like during World War One.
It's weird because we say that the generation, not Gen Z, but I think the ones before Gen Z, we always say things like, "Oh, we need to go back to those times where love was like that." But to be honest, those women were suffering. Yeah, they were suffering too. So
and then you compare their suffering
exactly
suffering today.
Oh, like why? Why
are women talking about the Bible? Go all the way back into the Bible. They were suffering. It's been long.
No, we get worse. Every generation of men are getting worse.
Yeah.
And now the men are competing with women for men. Right? So now now it's even worse. See, now the pool is shrinking. The pool is shrinking. It's like, like Diddy, right? Everybody know Diddy. Diddy, a ladies man. So that means
who's a lady man? That man only had money.
So this is the thing.
That.
Yeah.
So if I take my girlfriend to Diddy party, right? Me thinking that Diddy is gonna hit on my girlfriend.
But he's hitting on you.
He's hitting on me. And
Diddy he went both ways, so he might come for you.
He might come for me and you at the same time. So now the pool is shrinking.
I heard that if you take your chick to his party, he's not coming for your chick. He don't care about your chick. He care about you.
He don't care about your chick. He
was
you.
completely. Hey.
Right? So if he don't care about you.
I feel like the women were just a cover up. To be honest.
So now you see now the generation is getting worse. It's getting worse. So now look at that from men from like the 1900s. At least they open doors for their women. They will sue them.
We don't care about those doors open. When you open doors for a woman and you still have your shenanigans,
but
it doesn't
think about
matter.
this. It's true, but sometimes behavior and characters, right, can really define a certain type of lifestyle, right? Because if there's a certain characters and behavior installed in you when you are younger, right? You don't hit women, you don't insult women, you don't talk about women, and still your
I know a lot of men that they don't do all of that, but they love females. They like to disrespect their wives.
Yes.
They will not hit you. They will not insult you. But they will bring a side chick home.
So they are those. See, those
right in front of you, they be talking to side chicks.
If you dare complain,
shenanigans, it comes in a different form and shape.
You dare complain. You should have been gone a long time ago.
No, I'm just saying, like with the example that you. No, I'm saying with the example, there are men that even when we were talking about Igbo men before, right? There are Igbo men that will take care of you just the same as the ones that a lot of women want, but in your face, if another woman is called, you better hold your lip. You better. Close it, because if you try nonsense, you're out of the house. They will willingly tell you this is second wife, third wife, fourth girlfriend, side chick. With their chest.
You see, when that happens, right? And that's why I really love nowadays that women are making money and doing their own thing.
And that is the reason why we have what we have now. Because now that they are making money and all of that, and they don't have to entertain all of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
You do that, they're gone.
But you know what's ironic though? Women are still lonely.
Yes.
Which is ironic though, because
they're running, right? And they're running to the next guy thinking that it was better. Because I've seen so many of it, right? So they run. And now the next thing you know, a very good woman has become very bitter because she have went through 5 guys, where it should have never happened. But she have gone through 4 or 5 guys, and now she's a very bitter woman.
I feel like women who become bitter from hurt, to be honest. Now I'm saying take it with a grain of salt because everybody's story is different.
Right.
But I really feel like with some women, take accountability. You wouldn't have had 4 heartbreaks if you didn't choose the same guy 20 million times. Like after your first second lesson, you should know what this man look like, even if he has a different face. So for me, it's like, even if you make the mistake more than once, don't become bitter because that's on you. Like nobody asked you to choose that guy.
The thing about bitterness,
but also if a woman is living like, if a woman is having like, or have had like 4 different men in their life, at a point, doesn't she also contribute to whatever thing that happened?
Yes.
Because maybe
100%.
sometimes
let's use like Jennifer Lopez as an example. How many? The last one is what? The fifth wife.
He's like
fifth husband or something like that. At a point,
girl,
the men shouldn't only be the only
100%. Honestly speaking,
like
Jennifer Lopez should just stay with Diddy. I think they made a perfect match. Because it really worked.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, no woman can ever stay with Diddy. Okay, let's move forward with that one.
They're all getting better, do that shit in the games, right?
No,
because guess it.
No.
look.
I
if
feel
you
like,
go-
hold on, Cassie is a good partial, because I don't
She became
know.
a punching bag, huh?
No.
But she
is
was
only-
also aware of what was happening.
She was.
Uh-huh.
But then look at what she did.
But
She went to
stayed,
go and
though,
choose somebody
because
else.
she liked the Balenciaga, right? She liked that purse. She liked that couple $1 million.
We can't
right?
talk too far because we don't know her story too well.
She wrote the book. Isn't it
Oh,
out
y'all
there?
read it?
No,
I
but
am
it's out
not
there.
gonna read. Look, listen.
The book
Her
is out
story,
there.
Let me tell you
But-
this. Her story.
So she already
is
told her
not-
story.
Story, okay.
Her story is not special. Her story is not unique. There's nothing
How do
so
you know? Did you
unique
read
about
the
her.
book? Did you
Because
read
let
the
me
book?
tell you this. I don't need to read the book. I can tell you what the book says.
Hey.
I can tell you exactly what the book
What
says.
does it say?
Because this thing has played out millions of times if you are paying attention. It plays out in our houses. It plays out in our friends' houses. It may be on a different scale, but it's the exact same game. So I don't need to read a book. I can tell her exactly what's in the book. People would think I read a book.
My
but I
question
haven't.
was that why didn't she leave the first 2 years?
Not the first 2 years. Why didn't you leave the first time he punched you in the eye? Because let me tell you something. If I punch you in the eye today, you better believe I'm going to punch you in the eye tomorrow. I'm going to punch you in the eye again. And let me tell you, after I do
Like
it
I
three
haven't,
times,
I haven't read the book, so I
Come
can't
on.
like say much
after I
about
do
it.
it about
About
three
it.
times,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then
I
you-
feel like regardless
Or
of
maybe
being,
she was scared of her life to leave.
so that's
Let me
that's
tell
what I'm
you
saying.
this.
That's the only reason why I'm saying that there's
How
part
can you
of
be
it that I won't
scared of
speak
your
too much.
life?
But going to your statement, I do think that there's a lot of accountability that has to be taken in anybody's situation. Because to be very honest,
see?
unless you are bound in chains in somebody's basement, nobody can do to you what you don't want them to do to you because you can leave. Now, if the money was good, if he threatened her life, then that's a whole different situation. We
Let
don't
me
know.
tell you this.
But let's just say he didn't. And
Threaten.
it was the money or it was the whatever the case may be. Okay, at the end of the day, it's like she stayed for what wasn't like 7, 8
let me tell you
a
this.
decade, right?
This is what it is, right? She didn't come from a rich family.
Of course.
yeah.
Right? And this is why it is. I'm telling you, men and women out there, try to make as much as you can. Try to be better for yourself. Because let me tell you something. We all like the greener side of other things. We think that other grass is much more greener. So we always want to go there, right? So she saw the greener pastures for herself, right? But don't know that so she went there. And maybe in the house it was bad, right? Maybe she came from poverty. All of a sudden, she's drinking Cavassier for breakfast or whatever they do, right? All of a sudden she have a whole list of Balenciaga that she can wear. All of a sudden she can just turn her head and there's $1 million stack right to the left. Jesus said one thing. What does it gain for a man to gain the whole world?
What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and
There you
lose
go,
his soul?
and you your soul. And guess what? She gained the whole world. The whole world was right in front of her, right? The whole world is right in front of her. At the point that she
at
could
that
have
point,
saved her
she enjoyed
soul.
the limelight and everything.
Yes,
but
and that's where it comes.
Like I said, I haven't read the book, so I think there's more to it as to why she didn't leave
like
early.
that. It's always
I
like
think
that.
even with I think just using like our common sense, I think honestly speaking, a big part of that was maintaining the life that you didn't have. Let's because it's like he said, the story we're all familiar with the story.
Bullshit.
We know.
Let's go to
Not-
that guy from your country. What's his name?
Which guy?
Who?
And I ain't scared of him, so I say his name too. What's his
Which
name?
guy?
The
Who?
singer.
We got a lot, sir.
Right.
Name the three biggest male
Whiskey,
singers.
Burna Boy, Davido.
That three.
Davido, that's that idiot that I'm talking about. Davido.
Hey.
Oh, the one that cheated. And the wife
But
is still there.
then the wife stayed and married him and did all these 9
yeah.
yards. And guess why she did that?
Because of the
Because
But she's not from a poor home.
it doesn't matter, but there's level
But
to
they
the
not
But
game.
as
she's not
rich as
from a
they-
poor home.
You don't have to be from a
But-
poor home, but what? Look,
The point I'm trying to say is that she's not from a poor, so she had a choice to leave.
yes, but then there is level to the games, right? Maybe right now you may not be a poor home. Your mom might have da. When you go into billionaires, you are poor. Right,
I
you
agree.
may have 1 million. When you go to the 10
yeah,
millions, they
Davido's
look
family,
at you as poor.
they rich.
When you go to the 100 million, they don't even look at you as a human being. Right? So when you move from her, and you know, in Africa, we talk about family. It's not just him,
Right.
it's the family. How many billionaires are in, his family compared to how many billionaires are in her family? So she looked like she's stepping. And now
The status has changed.
the status has changed. And now what she was afraid of is coming back to coming back to where some of the singers that are not even that famous, coming back to P Square. Right? You come from, right? You are P Square and you go to Davido and now you're coming back to P Square. Even your whole family will tell you, stay with Davido and get beat up because we're not going back to P Square.
Because for me,
and if you're not even careful,
I don't think he's going to stop cheating.
You go to Shatawale.
He's not.
You go to
The
Shatawale.
issue with,
He's not.
99.9% of men out there cheat. Only 1% of men are not cheating.
100%.
I don't know who's part of the 1%.
Me.
But
My husband.
your husband.
My husband, he listen.
Your future
And that's
husband.
me.
Yeah.
That's me, people.
But this is the thing, right? There's the level in cheating.
Yeah.
A man who cheat for you to find out, you're a stupid person.
How do you get caught?
But men are very.
In his case, you have all these females coming out.
Did you see
But-
the last one?
Yeah, but you know, but
have
you know,
babies on the side.
You see, that's the reason why I always say
And then
that
you
some
come
of
and you laugh
that's the
like
reason
there
why
was nothing wrong.
That is the reason why I keep saying that some of you men are very selfish sometimes.
Yeah.
because
So what
you
do
are
you
not, the woman that you are married because of your status in society. It gives that woman another status, so everybody knows her.
Exactly.
When you have all these females coming up and you crying in the bathroom because of
Yeah,
another
that
woman,
was so
the disrespect,
embarrassing. Oh my
the
gosh.
humiliation,
Yeah.
all of that.
And she still take that and she embody that.
That is
Right.
the whole
So
thing.
then
And then-
imagine
and
if
then-
10 years from now she now comes out and says, "Oh, let me tell my story."
What's
Why?
the
That's
gonna tell?
what I'm saying. What do you like?
That's what I'm saying.
There's
What do you want me to like the cousin story? What do you want me to know? What do you mean? What do you want me to know that I already don't know?
You have some men that they will cheat on and the wife will never know about it. This man come home and it's like,
And not only
they're like the
that,
perfect husband.
yeah.
And you have other ones that they do it like right in front of. They don't give a
But
shit.
let me ask a genuine
You see, that's
question though. What
disrespectful.
scares you the most though? Because for
I
me,
don't want any of them.
But,
Don't cheat behind my back. Don't put it in my face. Me, I don't want any of them.
Right. But for me, it's a thing where it's like if you can, bro, don't do it. But if you can hide, if you can
I will not
hide
do it,
that
Tishala.
well, to be very honest, I am afraid of you.
Yeah, because
that's
you a
a
killer.
level of deceit.
You a killer.
Oh, you just slept with somebody, then you come home and you're shining your 32 in front of me.
Eee.
If I ever find out, I think I will lose my whole Christianity. I can. Hey.
come and join the
Versus somebody that you
micro
know,
Christians.
somebody that you know that okay, at the end of the day, me finding out you gave me a choice to stay or to leave. Does that make sense? Whether you told me or whether you were just very sloppy with your stuff, at least I'm aware and I have a choice to stay with this nonsense or leave.
Right.
But the ones that be keeping it and they keep it until their grave, I am afraid of your
them.
heart.
And let me tell you
you have a
something.
different heart.
I have a
No,
question.
let me
I have
tell
a
you why-
question.
Let me tell
No,
you
you
why
have a different
I
heart.
like those guys.
No,
Which one? We
hey.
don't want to know. We don't want to know. We don't want to
Listen, I will
know.
divorce you because the way you are talking, I
We
don't
don't
like
wanna
you.
know.
I'm lying, yo.
We don't wanna know.
I don't like those.
I have a question,
I don't
right?
like those.
I have
What's
a
the question?
Why is it that you guys, okay, when you guys are going out there to cheat,
I don't cheat. So when you say you guys
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying.
Do I
I'm
cheat? Go ahead.
not. I say. I'm just asking it in
In
general.
general.
When you guys are out there cheating, do you have at the back of your mind that if my wife find out, what will she do?
It's actually the biggest thing that is on your mind.
That if
And
my wife
it's
find
not-
out,
if
So why
it's-
keep
and let
doing
me
it?
tell you this. And if that don't scare you enough, when you get home, drag them divorce papers. I'm telling you, drag them divorce papers because, like, let's say
because
right
then nothing
now,
is moving you anymore.
Yeah.
there's not, she said, like, you literally, you can sit there and watch her die and it will not move you.
That's deep.
It will not move you. I'm
That's
telling
deep.
you. Write your divorce papers and let it
So
go.
so in most cases, a lot of these men go out there cheating, praying that their wife will never find out.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot of the men. A lot of men.
A lot of men
every
cheat.
man don't want their wives to find out, but there are those that it terrifies them for their wives to find out. My number one thing, right? That I can withstand a lot. I got a lot of grace to withstand a lot of things, but one thing I cannot stand is to see the disappointment in my wife's face
When they look at you,
when she looks at me. Number two, don't cry, yo. If you cry, you have killed me. Because me, if I see my wife crying, I'll run out of the house. I'll just run. Somebody will come and get me.
I just feel like when a man's cheating and you cry, doesn't it? It makes them feel special.
No. Well, so
would never
every
show
man
you.
is different, right? Every man is different. But me,
I'm not
even
gonna
if I
cry.
do something to you and you cry,
You gonna think I didn't like you? I promise
No,
you.
you have-
You would think that I didn't
you have-
care.
Because that's what they deserve.
because
You're not
this
supposed
is
to
what I
cry.
You gonna
want.
think-
This is what personally me. I want you to come at me. I want you to punch me.
That's
I want
what
you
they
to
want,
pour the hot
yeah.
water on me. I
Yeah.
don't care.
No.
I would deal with that.
A lot of women would not do that.
But this is the thing. When
In front
I
of my close
see-
confidence, so I'll break down. But
No.
in front of your face,
when I
no.
see tears, that's just personally me. When I see tears, it kills me. It doesn't matter who it is.
Okay, so then how do you guys feel? You the man, you don't want your wife to find out. But what
Even
if
my
the
daughter
girl
tried
that you
something
did
to
that
me.
with goes behind your back
And tell my wife.
and tell your wife?
I'll strangle you with a towel that you.
What
put
does that
on.
make you? What does that make you, the man?
Me, you make me a fool.
Wait, can I
I've
tell
accepted
a
to be
story?
fool.
And this is actually a real life story. Something that happened to one of my friends. This was the most. When I say I don't even wish this upon my worst enemy.
Girls are evil, man.
Her boyfriend, not even her husband, her boyfriend was cheating on her, and of course didn't tell her. You want to know how she found out?
How?
This girl,
girl.
the girl he was
Recorded
sleeping
their
with,
sex tape.
got her Instagram and sent her the sex video.
You know
No
why she did
warning,
that?
no nothing.
Yes.
I said, go. And you
You
know,
know why
one thing
they
that
do
hurt
that?
her? She said that one thing that hurt her. Wait, this is not funny. One thing that hurt her the most was their sex life was not that great anymore. And this was something that she would talk to me about. So when she watched that video, it was like watching him give another woman that energy that she's been seeking or craving. I said, hey, I know
Hey,
that
remember
didn't
I
hurt
said
me
that.
for her. I said that was crazy.
Remember when I said that everything that happened has happened before and that happened under the sun, and it's because if you choose to ignore it, then you are just ignorant about it. As you were saying.
So did
One
she
thing about
break out with him?
sidewise, no, she won't.
She stayed
She will stay.
with him after
Yes.
a sex video.
Yes.
What's so special about him?
Let me tell you something.
I guess I
No,
look.
no. You can say all
And
you
that's
want, but I
I'm
give
so
you the
sorry to
answer.
cut you off. And that's honestly speaking, that's the reason why I say yes. We talk about men being very annoying, right, and very selfish and very
we allow
whatever.
it.
But we as women, to be honest, I don't want to be very insensitive because I don't know everybody's story. But we're very foolish, and some things you actually deserve it because you opened your hand and you received it. Because for me, it's like yo. And honestly speaking, I'm even speaking about myself because there's some dumb things that I've accepted that I should have walked out of long time, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like when you are craving for a certain attention or a certain love or whatever your story is, it keeps you in situations longer than you should be. Because for me, look, I didn't experience that and I was heartbroken for her. My whole body shook.
What-
So what
What was the reason why the girl sent that video?
I can tell you exactly why she said
That's a
that.
good
Why?
question.
Okay. So let me,
Because she wanted the guy to leave her for him.
No.
Maybe I
for
don't
her.
even know.
no.
Why?
So think about it. Women, you think men are predators, but women are way smarter predators. Remember, I keep telling you, like when I talk about women, it's a different world. Women they can be cold, they can be calculated, they can really, when they say they're gonna punch, they can really punch. And when women can punch and don't want anything out of it.
Yeah,
just
because
wanna
she never,
destroy-
because
Just
even in
wanna
that situation, they
destroy
never had an
everything.
encounter. It's not like, oh, they argued or went back and
No,
forth. This is my
it
man.
had nothing
She
to do
doesn't,
with the girl.
they don't know each other. She just found this girl's
Hard.
Instagram and sent her the video. And
Yes.
because the friend that I'm talking about didn't go back and forth with her, we don't even know why. She just went back to her man to ask what was going on. But I was just like, that was crazy.
When a woman's scorn is dangerous. I always tell guys,
Or
we do all
maybe
these
he
crazy
did
things.
something to the girl,
He
and she
didn't.
wanted to get back at him by telling the
No, this is
girlfriend or
what is hap-
something.
But it didn't work.
This is exactly what probably happened.
It didn't work.
He's with this girl, thinking that all these this girl is gonna make me so happy. It's gonna be my wife can never do this. Da 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 da. Then guess what? When you were with your wife, when you first started, that's the exact same thing that it was, right? There couldn't have been any other woman. So now he's starting to realize that it's starting to play a game. It's starting to be just like his wife, right? Because all of a sudden, at first we go to dinner. Before we do all this, before we smash. Now there's dinner. Dinner don't come anymore. You barely even get wine.
Yep.
Right? Because now we are so comfortable. And now he's so comfortable, he pulled back. He's not doing the stuff that makes him, Mr. Nice Guy, right? And then the woman see that and say, hey, you have a wife. You're supposed to be treating me like how when we started. But now you're starting to treat me like your wife. I don't want you anymore. But guess what? If I'm going to lose, you are going to lose. And you're going to lose big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang you. I'm going to take the video, send it to your wife. I don't want nothing out of it. Right? And that's why they said, when a woman is coming after you, the devil will sit on the sideline and take notes.
But do you know how embarrassing it is for the girlfriend or the wife?
And you know why the wife stayed?
Hold on. The reason why I'm saying it's very embarrassing, because let's just say the side chick, that was her motive, right? And you, as the woman that got cheated on, the whole thing came out, you stayed. I feel like at that point, just go out and hide yourself in the closet. Don't ever come out again.
She stayed?
Because why?
She wasn't even a wife then, right?
She was a girlfriend.
Why did she stay?
There is something about attachments.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Look at Hitler. How do Hitler get good Germans to stand there and shoot Jewish people right in the head like nothing happened, and they looked at it and walk away? Because he gave them, and Hitler knew how the game is played, right? I'll give you a purpose. And when I give you a purpose, I'll give you a certain life. And then I'll make sure that you would think that without me, this purpose in life cannot go on. But yet at that time, it's like a drug. You are in so much, so deep. You see, there's psychology to all this. And look, I'm saying that I have a very nasty side.
I agree.
I know the game enough that I don't want to go to that side, because that side could be very manipulative if you know what you are doing. And it doesn't matter how obscene they are. Whitney Houston, whoever, how much ever money you think, how much mentally strong that you think you are, that, the funny thing is, people that are very mentally strong, if you know what you're doing, they are the ones that you can even break down. Because guess what? They have all these friends. They create all these lives. They have the perfect picture, right? With you in it. So you take all that and make it think that all that life is anchored to you. That immediately you are gone, the perfect picture, something is black out. And the mind will find every excuse to make that perfect picture, because it's easier on the mind not to be thinking everything else. And not be thinking like that 10 years, the 10 years that we worked, the 10 years that I've worked with him, and, my life was so bad. I was not doing anything until this man came to my life. Some prophet told me that he was going to come to my life. And the day he came to my life, I got this job. And when I got this job, I got this promotion. When I got this promotion, I got this car. When I got this car, I got
definitely
this.
not her
when
story.
I got that.
Because he was taking money too.
Something is anchoring her to him.
Let me tell you something.
You see? And the thing too is this, when those things anchored, and if you're really good at, if you know what you're doing and very manipulative, once she anchored to you, she will become like your slave.
So with her, honestly speaking, I think it's the opposite. And I think the psychology aspect of it definitely plays a part. But I think with women, it shows up different. So with her, of course, because I talked to her, it's a thing of, and I'm gonna sum it up to what I think it is, right? One, like you said, at the beginning of the relationship was beautiful. I think there was a part of her that was holding on to the hope that it will one day get back to that. That's one. And then two, a lot of women love ignorantly thinking that I'm loving this person because that's who I am, but you are indirectly asking to be chosen, asking to be loved. Does that make sense? So you're almost like convincing yourself that, okay, if I swallow this, if I forgive this, he will love me. He will understand. He will choose me. And it will show that I'm so in love with him because I've forgiven so much. Does that make sense? So in some way, shape, or form, like you're trying to use a reverse psychology to boost your own ego by forgiving stuff that you should walk away from, if that makes sense. And for her, because with the guy, when I say he
Look, I can look.
Hey.
It can get to the point that if you really good enough, right? He can milk. How do you get? You know, some people can get their wives and their girlfriends to prostitute and bring them the money.
Oh yeah,
That's pimping.
yes,
Do you know how
they do.
pimp-
Oh
you know,
yes.
you know, and some of them, I'm not even talking about people that live in the street that are pimping. I'm talking about high class girls, like people with money, with good money and good family, right? Because the whole thing
Isn't
is
like did he do the same thing with Cassie?
Yes,
Allegedly.
like
I think
Cassie.
so. Yeah.
Allegedly or not, he's in jail. If you are in jail, I say allegedly. So as long as you're in there, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Don't say anymore.
Okay, I won't say it
As in,
anymore.
because
But
this is
let's go
YouTube,
back to
before
this.
they don't come and
I didn't say anything. No, I
Good,
didn't say
retract.
you are. I retract of you are innocent, but in prison.
We are done. Are you done? Wrap up and let's go home.
Okay. I'm done. So this is the thing. Women need to be very careful, right? You may is sometimes you may get the pimp that is not, or you may get the guy that cheats that do not have that narcissist, very manipulative psychology, or that really know what they're doing, like what I just explained. I don't like talking about this because a lot of guys, once they learn it, it's crazy. A lot of people, it's sickening. If you get one of those, I pray to God that he get hit by a car so they can get out of your life. Because by the time that they get out of your life, you may not be able to get back up on your feet. Especially those that really know what they're doing and they said, I'm going to do this. They will have you so anchored to the point that, like, I will have, like, if I really wanted, I'll have you so anchored to the point that you will get rid of your closest family.
Oh, that's
and then
bad,
I
yeah.
will become the only thing that you can confide in. And it's not very difficult to do if you know the psychology and how it's done, right? But when you see those people, and sometimes we need to talk about it, and sometimes we need to talk about the signs of when you have seen that guy. There's a difference between knowing the knowledge and applying the knowledge. So when somebody is applying those knowledge, you need to better find out how to get away. I have seen so many girls with futures, women with futures that are falling so badly because of
Men.
with those, especially with those nature. Can you even believe somebody that is, I don't want to say any name, so, but
Don't say any name.
I won't say any name, so, but this person is might be a potential future wife of a some country in Africa.
Oh God.
I won't say it.
We are done.
If she was ever to hear this, she'll know what I'm talking about.
We are
a
done.
small boy anchored her.
Who's that?
Paid for it. She's paying for his college degree.
We are done.
Who is that?
Don't come and ask me.
After the camera there,
I will tell you it is.
So guys, thank you very much for watching.
Stealing money from that country and paying some small boy anchor school bad because what? You have turned her mind into nothing.
I said I'm done. I said we are done. Thank you all for watching the Diaspora Moment.
Don't get your mind though.
Let me know.
You are in danger.
Oh God.
You are in trouble.
Let me know why women feel why women fake orgasm. Me,
After
myself, I
all
want
this, she
to
want
know.
orgasm. It won't come.
Hey.
Let me know. And let's not mind this man.
Yeah.
And again, don't forget to subscribe right there underneath it. Please click on the subscribe button, okay? And then so that we can grow our community and also grow the numbers on YouTube. I know we took some few breaks, but we are back. And we are going to be giving it to you back to back. Exactly. We have more exciting rants and bants that we're going to be doing. So stay tuned. We will see you next week. I am your host, Dion, and I have Shola here and this
man.
Ludicrous of a man.
I thought we were going to have practicals today.
No, we're not having no practicals.
We talk about the theory, then we have practicals, then we show side by side.
No, we will not. We will not. I'll see you guys all next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.
This is Diaspora Moments by Dion London.